Alrighty. Well, we are doing some quick upkeep here. Then we can dig on into some RimWorld. We're continuing our series from the other day. Let's get that nice. Hi. We are continuing. I guess it wasn't the other day. It was a while ago. Yeah. So, anyways, we are continuing RimWorld. So here we have all of our people. Looks like we've got some injured. Initial heat stroke. Yeah, so this is, it's 143 degrees out in this biome. That's Fahrenheit. Now, 143 Fahrenheit is hot. I don't know what that converts to in Celsius, but it converts to hot, basically. So, we got some turrets here. We had placed these in strategic areas to deter sappers, because if you place a turret, regardless of whether it's powered or not, it could be unpowered, as I have them here, the sappers won't come through, right? So there's a little pass that I'm actually digging out. I'm probably not going to break through all the way. Maybe I will, just so that I don't have to go all the way down and around the mountainside and just close it off with a door. They're not gonna come through here because there's a turret here, and they say, "Oh shit, there's a turret here," right? And they look over here and they say, "Oh shit, there's a turret right here," right? And then they say, "Oh shit, there's a turret here, turret here, turret here." Now, I've made a mistake looking at this. They don't like any of these entrances. And that's a problem for me, because if they don't like any of the entrances, then they will, they'll just pick whichever one they want, which right now would probably be this one. Is the passive least resistance. So we can reinstall this, like, I don't know, farther back, I guess, so that it's not at the door, is basically. Maybe we'll put it here at the pass, because we want them to come through that door. We'll put it here at the pass to further discourage them. It doesn't have line of sight on this door, so there will be a gap, like right here, for the sappers to come right in, and that's what they'll do. They want to get to my beds where my people sleep. They'll come in here, come right on up through the gap, and come and hit the beds, and that's what we want them to do. We want them to come up through and hit the gap like that. So, yeah. Ooh, Darcy's down. Why is Darcy down? Oh, because Darcy has serious heat stroke. Darcy's gonna die. Darcy needs rescue. So, what's he down? Okay, he's down. He's also heat stroking. Who's my doctor? It's been a while, so I need to remember. Strick, who has heat stroke, and Bubby. Bubby, you're getting up, and you're rescuing Darcy. And then just whoever, when you wake up, outside of the loud area. Sure, why not? Kent, unrestricted, for now. When you wake up, go haul her SMG. Right, because Bubby is rescuing her, that takes priority over that. Neem is up. I can actually, since Neem is up now, because this is when Neem likes to be up and working, Neem can go and haul in her gun so it doesn't decay. So now, Kent, no priorities. He doesn't have any work prioritized. Okay, let's look at schedules. It's fine. Neem is a night owl. That's why his schedule is like that, because he wants to be up at night. Work-wise, the double is, this is nerd stuff. This nerd stuff's RimWorld, man. Oh, I don't know if you've played RimWorld or not, Stick. I quite enjoy RimWorld. It's kicked the speed up a bit, so it goes through the night quicker. It's very challenging. It's a colony management sim. You turn off my roof overlay. So like right now, it's 133 degrees out at night. At night, it's 133. Right, Neem's back in, so we'll assign him. We have them all restricted to home, which is this blue area, because I don't want them wandering too far because of how hot it is. You've never heard of RimWorld? Okay, well, welcome to RimWorld. RimWorld is great. It's, I mean, Dwarf Fortress, Evil Genius, stuff like that. Less Evil Genius, but, you know, like Dwarf Fortress, if you had graphics, things like that. If you know Prison Architect, this is the same base code line. Yeah, so this is the same base code line as that. We actually want to get these coolers on. How's our power looking? Because we're going to need to power them. Oh, we don't have power. That's why they're not queued up yet, because we don't have power. Everything has to be taken into account. Their moods, right? So if I click on Darcy here, we have health, right? She's perfectly healthy, but if we stick on Stick here, you see he's got these red bars. Yep, in a day, so I'll go over that in a second. Malnutrition trivial. They're not eating, right? They're very bruised. It looks like they got in a fight. Yoshi, right? Malnutrition moderate, so that's probably a good reason why they broke. But then you go to needs, right? So we have a whole bunch of stuff here. For their food, right? How hungry are they? How much have they slept? The recreation, how much downtime do they get to play games? The beauty of the area around them, their comfort level, outdoorsiness, right? So like people don't want to stay inside forever. I don't know why. I guess, well, they don't have computers here, right? They barely have a barracks to sleep in. That just got thrown together. And they have like a communal dining table, and they barely have stuff to get food. They're growing crops, so they don't want to sit inside and do nothing all the time. Basically, they get like cooped up. We're building wind turbines to give us power, so we can power up the coolers to keep them cool at night. Because one of the things that we're going to see on here, I guarantee you, is slept in the heat. Low expectations, wreck unfulfilled, disturbed sleep, unsettled environment, hot. Yeah, they've moved past slept in the heat to hot. If we look on someone who's sleeping, slept in the heat. So we can get rid of the heat. It's like Sims on steroids. Kind of. I mean, you control what they do. Like, so they're all kind of going about doing their own thing, but that's only because I've set up all of these work tasks here. I've said, you know, and this reads left to right and 1 through 4. So the priority 1 task will always get done first, left to right. So firefighting is the single most important thing. I see that I need to reset her stuff. Give me 1 second. We set all the 2 flames to priority 1. That means they have a double passion. They really like doing it. They like to do work they enjoy. We set all of the 1 flames to 2 because, again, they enjoy doing the work. And then pretty much everything else, cleaning goes to 4, hauling goes to 3. Everything else usually goes to like a 3 or a 4 depending. So firefighting, most important thing. If a fire breaks out, they stop what they're doing and they go put it out. Behind that is being a patient, if they need, you know, to be treated for anything. Then doctoring, you know, bed rest. It reads left to right like that. So if we look at like Neem here, he'll firefight, he'll patient, he'll skip doctoring and go to bed rest, go through the rest of the 1 line, even research, and then he'll cut back to the left. Look at the 2s, go across for the 2s, then the 3s, and then the 4s. So you can stagger it like this and set up exactly who you want to do what in what order and when and how, and they're going to do all of that. I never said I was Sophisticated. I don't know where you're getting that from, Frost. Sophisticated. No, so that's how they know what to do. So it's a little different from Sims in that, yeah, it is a lot, right? It's ooh, auto mod. Auto mod doesn't like that you said Jesus. Don't take the Lord's name in vain. Yeah, I'll have to edit my stuff. I'm gonna have to whitelist Jesus because it's totally acceptable to say Jesus's name. That's excessive. But so we have a daze. So Yoshi here is wandering around in a psychotic state. No, they don't. Jesus. No, it held Jesus. That's a lot, and it. You can't see my chat, but it says permitted. Oh, because when I accepted it, I added it to the whitelist. That's handy. It's smart enough to understand that I'm okay with that word. Yeah. That's why it held the comment there briefly. So, but anyway, so he's in a daze. He's in a psychotic state. This happened because of poor mood, the final straw. So he's starving. So we jump over to him now. He's, by psychotic state, they mean he's literally just gonna wander around. You know, just kind of doing whatever. He'll probably go and eat. Yeah, he goes and eats berries. So part of that is that I have everything assigned. So I decide their outfits, I decide their food, I decide what medicine they can use, I decide what drugs they can use. Later on down, it's recommended to do drugs, and I don't mean like hard drugs, but there's like psychite tea, right? So that's like, it's a tea, but you know, it comes from the psychite leaf, so it's like a hallucinogenic plant, but you make tea out of it, and it's fine. Penoxycycline is just like a generic, you know, don't get sick antibody. Beer, we have smoke leaf, it's just marijuana. Ambrosia is like this happy plant that grows. It's literally like ambrosia, the dish, but on a plant. It's kind of weird. Flake and yayo, I think Flake is the one that's literally just fucking cocaine. No, yayo's the one that's literally fucking cocaine. Yeah, so it's like you can get you guys hooked on hard drugs. Luciferium, it's like you fucking sell your soul to the devil or some shit. Yeah, they call it the devil's bargain. And if you don't take your Luciferium, it'll kill you. You'll die, eventually. You'll start to have health defects, and you'll start to lose your sanity, and then you'll just die outright. But so, because I have normal food restriction, and my definition of normal is they don't eat raw shit, anything raw, including berries. Now you can eat a berry raw, and I could go in and I could check berries, but it's much better to cook it into a meal. You know, cook simple meal. And part of the problem is that our food just isn't growing fast enough. So what I can do is temporarily, I can unrestrict them, and then I can tell them to orders. There's a bunch of orders. This game is very in-depth if you don't know what's going on. It's a lot to take in. So I'm going to give them the harvest order, right? And I'm going to just drag it over the whole map. So you see this right here, where this is? That's a berry bush, and that's what I'm hoping for. Is we're going to click, and we're going to harvest all of the berry bushes on the map. I think I've done this once before in an attempt to get them. Yeah, there's like nothing grown. In this hot of a climate, that means that I've just recently harvested. So that sucks. So one berry bush shall be harvested currently. But so we're gonna get all the harvesting done, and then they'll have food to eat, and hopefully they'll stop starving. Okay, and Lisa collapsed. So. Strick here is my doctor. Strick goes and rescues her. Yeah, it's just kind of what it is, you know. So you see here, we've got Woodsy here is making some food, and he's gonna go and drop the meals here, but he's immediately gonna pick one up and eat it. So then he'll, you know, the other English here is the backup cook as well. So between the two of them, they're going to butcher and they're going to cook, and they're going to eat first because they're the ones cooking it. And that's kind of unfair, but hey, they're hungry. Darcy's having a tantrum. That's fair. You did almost die of heat stroke. So in a tantrum, she'll go around, she'll beat on things. She will break them. Murderous Rage. It's decided to kill Maverick. Okay, so my colony is very rapidly descending. You might see the death of a colony on stream. That's always fun. So everyone except for Maverick, come and beat the shit out of Neem. I'm gonna tell them to go punch him. And they're gonna beat the shit out of him, because he'll kill me. He'll kill Maverick. He will. Yep. Oh, Lisa died because of... Okay, so that's one colonist down. Oh, man. Yeah, my colonists are not doing well. Neem finally passed out. Maverick died because of blood loss, because he got the shit beat out of him. Neem needing treatment. It's bad. We just had 2 deaths on scene, so that's fine. Let's get that hauled. Who's my constructor? Construction. Darcy's my constructor. Darcy, can we please build that? Nothing else matters to me more. Run some power cabling. Shrek's gone catatonic because he's starving. Yeah, nothing's harvestable, unfortunately. And that's just how this works, you know? This is a new colony, so it's hard to start. And I have more people than necessary. I have a custom setting going right now. Normally you start with 3 people. You know, you only have to manage 3 people. I made a challenge on myself, and I did 10 people. So 2 of them are dead already. Do we have graves? Where the hell did they go? And you can miss shit. Like I just missed them burying those 2. Or doing something with those 2. I don't know where the hell they went. I don't know if I have graves dug. Anywheres. I don't see graves. Normally you'll see like a little grave and a tombstone. Which I don't see, so... I have no idea where the hell their bodies went to, unless they chopped them up for food. Which I don't think that is a thing. I can check my butchering station. Because that is a thing, there's cannibals. Butcher creature... Yeah, I don't have human like enabled, so I have no idea. Kent is trying to kill Strick. Okay, so... Everyone... going to come up in here, and we're going to beat the shit out of Kent as soon as he gets in. Go ahead, go beat him up. Stop being jerks. Yeah, this is going to keep happening until I can get some food and get them all better. So I'm just gonna spam this harvest order until something grows, because that's sadly all that I can do here. I've really put a challenge on myself by having 7 colonists more than is normal, and in this insanely hot climate. I picked something that is so insanely hot to do, and that's not good. Okay, no longer incapable of walking, no longer having a tantrum. So we'll look at, you know, Woodsy here has catharsis. So catharsis means I throw my temper tantrum over it, and it jumps their mood up, so that they don't tantrum, you know, so they don't mental break repeatedly over and over and over and over again. Neem, what's your emergency? You're literally going to die from starvation. Okay, let's... anything that... No, I literally don't even have anything to feed you, even if I had raw food to give you. I have literally nothing. There's no animals, right? So I could... or wildlife, not animals. Yeah, there's no wildlife. If there was any animal on the map, I could hunt it and kill it for food. I've done that already. I've cleared the map of all of the animals. So, unfortunately, this is just how it is. There's really not much that I can do at this point. I just gotta kind of ride the storm. I can try and give the harvest order a bunch of times. Yeah, they're just cutting down plants or trees to make more plants, you know, to harvest later. That's not helping us right now. They have no food. So it's a little cooler in here. It's like 100 degrees. Let's enable the construction on that. We have enough steel and stuff. Prioritize working on the cooler, please. Because that's important. Yep, starve to death. Nothing we can do. We do a nutrient paste dispenser. People don't like it. But I think we don't have an option. So you need that, and then resources for use. I think you only need like a hopper or two, but you know, the more you have, the better. And you have to, you know, like you can't put it anywhere except for next to the hopper, or next to the dispenser. So let's just do that. Let's do butcher human like. Less than cannibalism is better than starvation. Orders. Let's do a deconstruct order. See if I do have any graves. So it'll highlight anything constructed, which a grave is considered constructed. Right? You dig it. Oh no, there's caskets there. Yeah, okay, so that's... Yeah, they buried the colonists in the caskets, which is totally fine. That's a non-issue. It's just not ideal. Catatonic, death. Yeah. Because she starved to death. So who's my current constructor? Woodsy. Please build this. Actually, no. Finish building that. Then the dispenser. Who's my cook? Woodsy's also my cook. Make the meal. Actually, you should probably sleep. Yep, malnutrition. They're just dropping like flies. Oh boy. Yeah, you know, this is how it goes sometimes. You have people die of starvation. And I'll restart, honestly, if that's if it keeps going this way. It very well might, because you know we're starving to death. We shall see. It's it is what it is. It's a little grim. Sleeping in the same barracks. Yep, Strick died. Yoshi died. Died of heat stroke. Yep, last one's Kent. And let's watch him die. What's gonna get him first? The heat stroke's gonna get him first. The raid's useless. He's going to die in like a second. Cool. So, that happens a lot in RimWorld. Unfortunately, everyone's dead. It happens, you know. Maybe we'll, we're gonna make a new colony, and we are going to, so I have a lot of scenarios here that I can restart with. I have the standard, you know, 3 survivors. I guess if a couple of you haven't seen, it's a little boring, but also it's like, it's the standard. So if a couple of you want to see that, I'll do that. I have a lot of these. I have like I don't have the mods installed for this, but I have like there's a religion mod, so I have a church one. Crash Soldiers, you know, it's literally just some meals and some medicine. You start with 4 people. It's a little dumbed down from what I was just doing my Colonial Marines. The whole point of the Colonial Marines was that everyone else on the planet is a cannibal, and so that made it so that you can't recruit more. And we can do that. That's fine. It's just gonna take some time. Roaming Noble. The idea of this one was just having like a noble and having 2 others. It's a little less relevant with the update because, like, you know, the noble was like a douche. Crash landed. So this was a custom crash landed. I just didn't like all of the stuff that you had, and again, it's a 10-person start, so, but it's not, that's probably not even viable, honestly. Crash Soldiers was my dumbed down Colonial Marines, so I guess I could do Colonial Marines, or I could just do like a generic start. We have the standard crash landed. You know, you wake up, you have some money, food, medicine, components, rifle, revolver, a knife, a set of flak armor, a pet steel wood, and then this stuff lands near you for you to gather. I suppose I could retry the Colonial Marines in a less aggressive climate. And I guess that might be what I do, because I really enjoy the Colonial Marine idea of it. I might need to scenario editor on the Colonial Marines. I'll probably need to... Yeah, you are Reese Colonial Marines? Okay. Yeah, because I picked a really hot climate, and that's what killed them all, was the heat. Literally half of them starved to death and half of them died from the heat. So we will... Because let's see, how much does the standard one gives you? 50 meals. So that's... We've got about 3 times, a little over 3 times the people, but only twice the food. So that's probably where I went wrong, is that I also didn't give myself enough food to start. So we're going to, if we have 3 times the people, we'll give ourselves just over 3 times the food. We'll double what I started with because I didn't have nearly enough. And yeah, we'll overwrite Colonial Marines. Exit edit mode. Yeah, it's just that I didn't give enough food for it is all. That's you don't want me to put the cannibals back in, or I'm not sure what you mean by that. Cannibals might be too hard to keep it going. Yeah, the only limitation with that is that the cannibals mean I can't recruit more. So one of the things about RimWorld is you can recruit people, and it was really a self-imposed rule. Nothing says I can't bring in the cannibals, and I'd argue that cannibals are actually better because they're easier to feed, right? As raids come in, I did catch them sleeping as they were dying, so that's probably not ideal there, but yeah, I mean, because if I put the cannibals in, I can. It was a self-imposed rule that I can't recruit the cannibals, so I could leave the cannibals. I probably won't mess with it. I will probably keep the don't recruit assholes rule, and just leave it as the default cannibal spawn rate, which is I think like 5% or something. There's like a 5% chance that they're a cannibal. We're also going to go with, I don't remember if that was Adventure Story or Community Builder. I think that was Adventure Story, which is a little bit tougher. And since I'm still experimenting with my my starting scenario, I'll do a Community Builder. Should be it. Oh, I'll reload anytime. Yeah, no. Commitment mode's nice. It just means you can't load if something happens. It's not a bad thing, which has less killer bugs. I don't think either of those ideas has less killer bugs. Less killer bugs means a cold climate. The bugs don't like the cold, so random seed. What word? Give me a word. Give me a word to load into the siege. The seed. Flame sword. Okay, yeah, we're going off of that old. I don't think we'll find flame sword again. It'd be cool. Overall rainfall. I guess I like serial killer sword. That sounds like an interesting seed. I gotta wonder what they generate. Serial killer sword. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it at 30%. We don't need a huge world. Initial or overall rainfall. Let's crank that up to high. Rainfall is good for plants. It's also good for putting out fires. Fires are annoying. Overall temperature. Yeah, I cranked that up to high and then picked the hottest climate there. So we're gonna leave normal temperatures alone. Or if you don't like bugs, we can go the opposite and tank that temperature. We can make it really freaking cold and pick a colder area, and there's less likely of a chance for bugs to spawn in the cold. We'll leave normal population. I don't care one way or the other how many people there are. What do you think about the temperature? No bugs? We don't like bugs. Alright, we're gonna tank it. This is gonna be like day after tomorrow, you know, like just frozen ice sheets, you know. I don't think there's no Statue of Liberty, unfortunately. That'd be a cool mod. I wonder if there's a mod where you can build the Statue of Liberty. I'd be down. The only good bug is in fact a dead bug, and if you don't believe that, then I think you're a bug. This is all in the cold area. So as you can see, by dropping the temperature, anything in this white, negative 90 Fahrenheit to 0 Fahrenheit, no bugs are gonna spawn here like 90% of the year. There's gonna be like a 10% chance of bugs in this game if we spawn in the white. But again, the warmest it gets is 0 degrees Fahrenheit. It's literally 0 degrees. This gets up to 2. As you see, we get farther and farther down. 16, 19, 19, 20. Got a little tropical 25. We could go for a nice tropical 25 degrees Fahrenheit as our max. Or we could go like negative 16 as our max. If we go up here, we will not be seeing bugs. We might die, but we will not be seeing bugs ever on this game. So, I don't know how we're feeling. Do we want to go the opposite extreme? we want to spawn on sea ice. Sea ice is gonna kill me. Sea ice is probably bad. Nothing spawns on sea ice. You don't get resources. It's very hard to grow. Yeah, everyone's gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. We probably want to go down here so that we can grow foods, right? We have Boreal Forest. We have Temperate Forests. That's the ocean. We have Cold Bog. That only gets down to 11 Fahrenheit, so that's not as cold. It looks like, yeah, Boreal Forest. It looks like this is kind of the warmest place is this forest over here. And again, that only gets up to 23 Fahrenheit. That's actually not much of a temperature shock. Like, if we look at 11 to 23, as compared to, like, you know, negative 96 to negative 3, that's a difference of 93 degrees around the year. This is a difference of 12, right? So, we, ocean views. Okay, so we'll plant ourselves on the ocean front, probably over here where it's less temperature shock. I like to do roads and rivers. That's perfect. Okay, look at that. Look at that. This is a 12-degree variance, right? So it's going to be about the same temperature around the year. We have a road running through it. We have a river running through it, and we're connected to 2 ocean tiles. So I think this is our spot. All right. So when generating this, because there's 10 people, I don't typically look at the skills. When it's 3, you have to be very, very careful with what you pick. All I'm looking for here is no health. I don't want any health defects, and I don't want them to be incapable of any work. So here we go. We have no health defects, incapable of nothing. Their traits: careful shooter, so they're going to take longer to aim, but they're going to be more accurate. And misogynist, so they don't like women. She's a woman who doesn't like women. I know a couple women like that, where they're like, oh, women suck. No, you suck. Okay, this is not a problem. The left eye, light receptor, actually incapable of violent. Nope. Okay, see, no health problems, capable of doing everything. Now, the chemical fascination is bad, because that means that they're going to ignore my no drug policy. So we're gonna cancel that. How do you guys feel? Do you want to keep the misogynistic woman, self-hating woman? We can drop her if we want to just have none. Underground or nimble. This is a perfect person. They like to stay inside, and they have a better dodge chance. So that's great. Nope, gotta be able to firefight, gotta be able to violent, no health, none of that. Teetotaler, so they'll just never do drugs, no matter what. Can they be incapable of shirking work? Yes, so that is dumb labor. Any hauling, cleaning, anything like that is dumb labor. They could be incapable of cooking, plant cutting, and farming, incapable of animal handling. Anything that's in the game, they can be incapable of doing it. They can, having nothing to do with this stuff, they can do incapable of caring, and that just means that they're an asshole and they'll never care about the plight of other people. So they're abrasive, and they're volatile. So they're going to break more, but they don't do drugs. I don't want that. I don't want break. Okay, they work hard, but they're slow. I'm fine with that. We don't need people to be fast. Dumb labor, no. Good. Trigger happy, so less time to aim, less accuracy. No drugs, and sanguine, which means that they're just a happy, bubbly person. Levin here is happy. Levin and Wires are absolutely my best colonists so far. I like them. We're gonna name them after you guys, and that's gonna be a bad thing when these guys start dying. We're gonna say Aggie, and we're gonna say Dreamer. I can't. Oh, it's just the first name. Sure. No. Hello. There we go. Dreamer. Ah, but that's a male. We'll name you after the next female that's not shit. We'll do that. Slothful and sickly. Nope, we don't want people getting sick all the time. What's our traits? What do you mean our traits? Undergrounder optimist. Alright, look at that, huh? That's a female. Doesn't mind being inside, and that's an optimist. We've got the optimist part for you, but I don't think about Undergrounder. Characters named after them. Yeah, I mean, this is just an Undergrounder who's nimble, so you don't mind being cooped up inside, and you're flexible. Good at mining, good at plants, good at animals. That's fair. That's not a bad person. Let me be free. Yeah, exactly. Undergrounder wouldn't make sense for you. Okay. No health problems, incapable. Too smart, night owl, and a wimp. I like... So, they learn fast, but they're gonna break more, and they can't take damage. I love having night owls, but the other negatives are just too much. They're too bad. Okay, quick sleeper. Steadfast, so they're not gonna break as much, they're gonna sleep quicker, but jealous, it means that they want more. They always want more, they always want more and more and more. They have to have the best bedroom, they have to be this, they have to be that. I am going to keep this person because I like Quick Sleeper and Steadfast, and the lack of negatives is good. Regina is incapable of violent. Goodbye. Okay, health, violent, slow learner, and a night owl. I'm fine with a slow learner. It just means they're not going to learn fast, which means it takes longer for their skills to go up, but that's totally fine. Because it's a night owl, and I need a night owl. I like night owls. I could do a whole colony of night owls if I really, really wanted to. Okay, so health, good. Psychopath. Okay, hear me out. Psychopath, when you hear the term psychopath, you're like, that's a bad person. But they don't mind the sight of dead bodies, which makes them great for butchering, and makes them great for, hauling. But they're jealous. You know what? I'm not gonna keep it. That's two kind of negative traits. Neurotic and nimble. No, I don't like neurotic. That break chance threshold increase is not good. Gourmand. Okay. They eat a lot. They're better at cooking. And they like to do... Wait, they're good at medical. Sickly. They're sick a lot, but they're better at medical because they're sick a lot? That doesn't make sense to me. That's... Sorry, Rimworld. I'm gonna keep them because that's not bad. Psychically hypersensitive, which means that they're more sensitive to psychic shit and greedy. Those are bad. Doctor will always be sick. Yeah, but the doctor... If the doctor is sick, they'll still get up and they'll still treat people. I can put doctoring above bed rest or patient. Undergrounder. Okay, doesn't mind leaving. An ascetic, which means that they don't want a good bedroom. And pretty, which means they're going to get hit on a lot. We're keeping them. That's a great character. Okay. A night owl and a cannibal. Ooh, do we want a cannibal? I don't know if we want a cannibal. I mean, cannibals are nice. They like to eat people. He'll have a whole bunch of food source, and he's a night owl to pair with my other night owl. And he could do his people butchering at night when it's not going to bother other people. What do you guys think? Do we want a cannibal in the colony, or is that a no? I mean, we did just end a series where it was hardcore, no cannibals, we shot cannibals on sight, and now we've shifted. I think that's a bit too much of a switch to the other way. Trigger happy, so they shoot fast, a fast walker, and they're depressive. No, depressive's no bueno. Transhumanists, this means that they like to have bionics, quick sleeper, and a night owl. This one's me. This one is me. I'm absolutely a transhumanist. If I could get cybernetic replacements for all of my limbs, I would. And I am a night owl, and I don't sleep a lot, so that's perfect for me. Okay, so we didn't have an undergrounder who doesn't need much and is pretty. So you could have that one, or the quick sleeper who's good at mental stuff and is super jealous of everything. We already re-rolled the cannibal. Undergrounder optimist. Actually, that does kind of... I think so far out of the options, that's... careful shooter who hates women. A slow person who's a hard worker. So... do you want to be an optimist who doesn't mind working, or a slow hard worker? Slow hard worker, or an optimist who doesn't mind leaving, or not leaving, who doesn't mind staying inside. This one is shooting, cooking, plants, animals, medical, intellectual, shooting, construction, mining, crafting, medical. So be a doctor either way. What do you want here, Dreamer? I think animals, right? I mean, I don't mind Slowpoke, and yes, you. We're naming, right? Aggie got the Undergrounder, right? Cave World Tender, right? The plant miner. We've got these are the two best so far out of you. The hardworking Slowpoke, who's really good with animals, or the optimist who doesn't mind being cooped up and is really good at medical and mining. What would their second trait be? Cooking. Yeah. Yeah, you're a plant miner for the win. You mine things and then you stick plants everywhere. Animals. Yeah, well, you don't have to be stuck inside. The Undergrounder doesn't mean that you're forced inside. It just means that you don't have an issue with being inside. So if you're stuck, but we can go with the animal handler, intellectual, and then everything else is, you know, a tie for like shooting, cooking, medical. I'll give you that one. Dreamer. Then. Who else do we have up there? We had, Nijax and Stick. Oh, no. That one's a female. We don't want to give a female to him. Stick. All right, so that's our people. Can I reorder these in here? I can. Okay, so up top, we're gonna have all of the people that we don't want. His name's Loser. That's so sad. Should we rename Loser? I'm gonna feel bad calling him Loser. Should we rename him? Should we give female named Beltran? That's a weird name. Oh, it's her last name. Yeah. Yeah. What do we want to call Loser? I mean, we can just call her Patricia. I don't think that Loser is a fair... What asshole gave her the nickname Loser? Poor Loser. You see? Autobot doesn't like you saying Loser. We'll allow it. Yeah, we'll allow Loser. Don't be like that, Automod. The mod didn't like the word Loser. We don't use that word here. That's not true. We do use that word here a lot. There are a lot of losers in this world. Yeah. Not a whole lot of nicknames. There we go. But that's our colony. That's who we're starting with. Yeah, that can't be their name. We can't let Patricia be in our colony, and then everyone's like, "Hey, what's up, loser?" Right? That'd be fine. Good morning, loser. You know, that'd be so mean. Could you imagine? Just every day of your life being addressed solely as loser. Who picked that nickname? There's no way Patricia was like, "Hi, I'm Patricia. Call me loser." What? All right, what do we got? What do we got? So our road is this little wooden road here. And this is our river. We've got some deep water here. Deep water is impassable, so that's nice. Oh no, it's chest deep, so it's not deep water. No. So that's unfortunate. It's passable. Now this, nope, more shallow water. It's just in the shadows. Chest deep, yeah. So bunch of water. We could. Where are the puppers most likely? I don't know where puppers will be. We might get some here. This is a forest. And wolves do spawn in the forest. We also have I don't know. We'll see. And then here's our oceanfront view. Look at all that. Look at all that ocean, huh? Beautiful oceanfront property right here. Yes, wolves do like water sources. We got an ocean and a river. Really, this isn't a river. This is an estuary. Because it's an ocean that feeds into a river. But we've got a bunch of lakes and stuff. We got lots of water sources. Let's look at the wildlife. We have a mega sloth. For those of you that don't know what a mega sloth is, it's this guy. Look at his doofy little face. So we got a mega sloth. A whole bunch of caribou. They're going to be good food source. Muffalo. This is just buffalo, but they decided to call them muffalo. We have a cougar. Not the fun kind of cougar. This is the... Oh, there's our pupper. Oh, we have a fucking Arctic wolf. Alright, so, we have buck and a whole bunch of does. It's the single Arctic wolf on, this map tile. But one is here, so we'll have a whole bunch spawn. Ibex, so a whole bunch more of these suckers. We have a lynx up here. We have a turkey. Aggie, I know that you like turkeys. Gobble gobble. You want a pet turkey? Raccoons, hares, and rats. So a bunch of little animals. We'll have to kill off the predators. Wolves do love caribou, and actually, if I look, I think the wolf is actually close to... He's actually perfectly in the middle between... Nope, there he is. He's right behind the caribou, and we're dropping between him and dinner. Stupid turkeys. Automod didn't like stupid. Aggie, this is the second Automod. I think that you need to be more positive. You need to have a more positive outlook on life, because Automod has decided to hold your comment twice tonight. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, orders. We're going to right click on allow and unforbid all items. There's 67 items that start forbidden. Feel attacked? Well, the turkey feels attacked. You called it stupid. It just wanted to love you. Be a loving, nuzzly turkey, you know? He's looking for the cat. He's laying down. I'm not going to bother him. I'm just saying, the turkey just wanted to love you. She's not being targeted. Automod doesn't like your negativity. So... we're also going to go and we're going to hit claim on all of this stuff. So... There is a good reason to claim everything, and that's that when a raid comes in and the enemies are, like, attacking your stuff, if I have all of my doors closed, they'll go and bash on the nearest thing that belongs to me. So if they come in from the north here, and they're like, oh, we can't get to him, we'll just break his shit, they'll go over here. And they'll break all of this like idiots. Nothing of value here. Urns. We'll have to go through and pick up the urns. I guess the next question is, where do we want to settle? So looking for geysers. There's a tech down the road that you can have thermal heat power your base. In the dead of winter, these are easy to see because they'll be the only spots not in snow. Do we not have any thermal vents on this map? I feel like that's an impossibility. Nope, we got one here. So we have one steam geyser here. I think that's the only steam geyser on this map. That's wild that we only have one steam geyser. And it's right where we landed. We might be setting up shop where we landed. Take our condos. What condos? We don't have condos, and why would turkeys want our condos? That doesn't make any sense. Can we name it Not So Faithful? What are we naming Not So Faithful? The turkey or like our colony? Because we can name our colony if that's what you mean. I'm fine with that. Or you mean the geyser? Call it like Not Old Faithful, Not So Faithful. No, the invaders. Invaders are going to take our condos. The invaders don't want our condos. They want us. They want to kill us. And depending on who they're with, they either want to eat us, or they want to enslave us, or they just want to kill us and take our stuff. They're jerks. This planet's full of jerks. It's a jerk planet. So that's jade. That's a good resource to have. It sells nicely. Yeah, so we're going to need to set up somewhere so that late game I can access the steam vent. Yeah, and there aren't any others on the map. I've looked pretty thoroughly. So I guess the question is where on this map, because being able to access the steam vent doesn't mean that it has to be next to it. I can run a cable across the map if need be, but that's not ideal. You're not near it. I think we got mountains here, mountain here, mountain here. We could wall off, wall. There's not really a great place to, we could build on the waterfront. I mean, again, we want right here, late game. Oh no, there's the second one. There's the second one up here. Okay, ooh, what if we just use these ruins right here? It's in this little peninsula, it's oceanfront, we get the oceanfront view, and then we have this late game to build into. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to build right here on the ocean. We are going to... What is this? Marble? Oh, we're not building out of marble. You've lost your damn mind. That's too good. What other... Well, let's just worry about our stockpiles first. Let's get everything where it needs to be. So, orders, zones, stockpile. We're gonna build a stockpile here. Delete that. Expand that. And that's gonna be no rotten, no fresh, no food, no chunks, no corpses, buildings, apparel, weapons, items is fine. Raw resources we don't want stored here. Well, we might want raw resources, because that's raw resources that that isn't steel is fine. I don't want to store steel in here. Manufactured is fine, except for the medicine. I don't want to get medicine in here. And then we'll do a second one. I need a smaller area that I can close off right away to store my food. This is it. Orders. Willow tree. That's granite. This will be where we're storing our clear all foods, medicine, corpses, but not the rotten. And that's actually kind of far, so we're only doing that, and we'll name it This Land. Yes, we can name it This Land. We're just gonna move our food here real quick for the beginning, and then we'll worry about moving our food. We'll build a proper kitchen and freezer and stuff. We can worry about all that then. For right now, I want to let them start moving. We want a dumping stockpile. We'll put our dumping stockpile here for now. And this is going to be no corpses. This is just our chunks. And then back into raw resources, we're going to put our steel here as well. And rotten corpses can go over here. This is not an area that I think I'll be using a whole lot. So we'll just stick, clear that. Corpses, no fresh. So all of our corpses that are bad will go over here. You're still here, Stick. Well, while you're here, I'd like to introduce you to you. Name this guy after you. You are a slow learner, and you're a night owl. You're not great at anything. You're good at artistic, but you like construction artistic, and you love crafting. You like doing shit with your hands. So that's you. You were a musical kid. Yeah, that's you. I don't have alert command set up. I will probably get on doing chat commands. I'll do alert command. Dreamer, if you can remind me when I'm doing commands at some point that we want alert command. Okay. So next, we need to set their work priorities. It starts off with everything checked. And I hate that. So we're going to do this ourselves. We're going to shift-click, firefight number 1, patient number 1. Doctoring, Albina, really good at it. So we're going to go through first anything that has, like, so it's like this almost gold. Gold is perfect. So it's like this lit thing, that's going to be a number 1, right? This silver border, that's a 10, that's maybe a 2, yeah, because that's his priority. They like to do it, so we'll do 2, 2, 2. Just get these out of the way, because these are the easy ones. This is based on what they like to do, not what they're good at. And then I'll worry about the rest. So again, anything with the double flame gets priority 1. Anything with the single flame gets priority 2. These are called passions. People want to do the work that they're passionate for, right? I'm passionate about streaming. That's why I do passionate work of streaming. So, you know, Aggie here doesn't have any fiery passions, but she likes growing, and she likes plant cutting, and she likes mining. So they all go to 2. I'm actually going to step up growing and plant cutting because they're more useful, and something has to be prioritized over the other. Let's also put everyone's bed rest and basic up. Basic just means when I tell them to do something, like flick a switch, they'll do it. Put cleaning down to 4 for everyone, leaf hauling at a 3. And if they're not, like, great at this, we'll leave it at a 4 so that they can fall back and do that. Now, everyone's been assigned for their passions, I think. Let me do a once-over. Make sure we got everyone doing what they want to do. And then after that, we'll also take into account skill. And we'll bump people up, like right here, right? Handling, Patricia, pretty good at it. We'll put it up to a 2. But her passionate work, right? She's pretty passionate about mining and tailoring. So those will be her number 1s. Yeah. Doctor, researcher, Aggie, Dreamer is handling and hunting. Ooh, you're a hunter. So here's an interesting thing, Dreamer. Your hunting skill is determined by your animal handling and also your shooting skill. So because if we look at you with your weird bun, if we look at your shooting is okay and your animal handling is great, that makes you a good hunter. I want wolves. Yes, so because you are our animal handler, you're going to be trying to tame the wolf. Now, I'm not getting the wolf off the bat because wolves, if we look at them, Arctic wolf. There's a whole bunch of stats here. Meter mount, leather type, move speed, trainability. Advanced trainability means you can train them to do like everything. Animal filth rate, so they generate less filth because they're like dogs. Dogs don't generate a lot of filth either. Carrying capacity is good. Pack animal. This doesn't mean like a wolf pack. This means like can you put shit on it like an elephant or a horse and like send it to the market, and it's no. Wildness is 85. Immunity gain speed, life expectancy, Where is the hunger diet? Minimum handling skill required is 8. So it needs a minimum of 8 to tame it, to train it, to deal with it. The revenge chance on a fail is 10%. So with an 8 being the minimum, there is at 8, below 8 it's 100% fail. At 8, there is now a 10% chance that you fail, and then he attacks you because you failed. And then again, 10% if you harm him. And this is based on proximity, and since you have to be next to them to tame them, if you fail at level 8, there's a 10% chance the wolf will become aggressive and you'll have to kill it. And we don't want to do that. If we want to tame the wolf, we want to wait until you're a little higher level. So what we'll do is we'll put you on hunting as priority 1 in handling. So you'll handle and then you'll hunt. Now hunting means like I'm gonna mark rabbits, I'm gonna mark rats, caribou, and you're gonna go out, you're gonna shoot them, you're gonna bring them back to be chopped up. We're gonna use the meat to make meals, and we're gonna make the leather, we're gonna turn into clothing to wear or to sell. So we're gonna use 100% of the animal, and there are mods that let you use bones. I don't have that mod installed. This is actually a vanilla playthrough. No, I think I have Rimba involved. Roomba, because I hate cleaning. But this is a mostly mod-free playthrough, pretty vanilla. And so, it's 100% usage on the animal. You're gonna hunt them, and as you hunt them, your hunting skill will increase, and your handling will increase. At some point, we'll get an animal for you to like handle. And in fact, since we're trying to get you good at it, we'll take everyone else off of it. Unless they have a passion. So we'll leave Aggie because there's a passion there. We'll take me off of it. I don't care if I have a passion in animals. Nah, it doesn't hurt because it helps my hunting skill. So the people that are passionate for it are doing the handling. You and Beltran here are going to be number 1. Growing, if you're this good at growing, we're going to bump it up to a 2. No, we just said no because we want you handling. So that's how we'll do that. Let's see. What do I have? You're my doctor. You're my grower. You're my handler. You're nothing. Why is Nijax nothing? Don't be a lazy git. You have to do something. You're not very good at any particular thing, are you? If I open you up. Yeah. You like medical and social. And you're ass at everything else. So you're our doctor by default. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to bump you up to priority 1 on that because of your skill in it. And then your wardening, we'll leave it at 2. It's fine. I just don't want to see 1s everywhere. It'll still go down to 2. Fine, we can even do 2 so you rest up and do all that first. You'll go to doctoring and wardening. I guess I'll have you as a backup grow. Nah, we need haulers and cleaners, so it's fine. I'll leave you off of it. We have 1 at least. Doctor and a miner and a bunch of stuff. Patricia, yep, bunch of 1s, bunch of 1s, bunch of 1s, bunch of 1s, some 2s. Now we go up and down. That's a 1. We have at least a 1, a 1, a 1, a 1. I don't have a priority 1 constructor. A 1, a 1, a 1, 1, 1. An art, I don't care about art, so we don't need a priority 1 art, although those should be priority 2s because of their desires. Priority 1, I don't need 1s on any of those, so I need a priority 1 constructor. So this is where I look at like Nijax. You're my priority 1 constructor. Why? Need a loan. And it looks like I'm also a priority 1 constructor. Again, purely out of need alone. I need constructors. They are arguably the most vital component to the colony, and I don't have anyone that wants to do it, and I don't have anyone that is good at doing it. Well, actually, Albina kind of wants to, and Stick and Xena kind of want to, but they're not good at it. But so, Nijax and I are by default the constructors. So that's our work schedule. Now our assignments, we're going to do doctor care, no medicine for now. Medicine's a very rare commodity. It's not something that we want to be throwing around willy-nilly. We're going to edit the food restrictions, and we're going to delete pretty much fucking everything. And we're going to call this normal. And we're going to say no rotten food, no corpses. Where's the raw food? No raw food. We don't want you eating hay or kibble. Pemmican is like, yeah, it's a mixture of fat and plant food that's been preserved. It's tastes bland, but not offensive, and it lasts a while. It's travel food. It's weird. It's weird. Fat and plant food that lasts a while. Yeah, so eat chocolate, meals, and pemmican exclusively. Nothing else. Drug policy is going to be fucking nothing. Literally nothing. Now, I might set up like, so let's see, I'll say what schedule. We'll do schedule every 7 days if your mood is below 50. So if you're bummed out, once a week you can have a beer. So you're having a shitty day, it's been a couple shitty days in a row, you haven't had a beer in a week, you're gonna drink a beer. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna do the same thing with weed. Every 7 days, if you're at 50, maybe we'll drop the booze down. Nah, booze comes easier than marijuana until we start growing it. Whatever. We'll just leave them at 50 for now because I don't have either. So if you're having a shitty day, you've had a couple bad days in a row, you'll grab some pot, you'll grab a beer, you'll do whatever. We'll do the same for ambrosia, which is that plant that makes people happy. Different from weed. It's a different happy plant. There's a lot of happy plants here. Happy little plants. It's like the Bob Ross Rim World. Happy little plants everywhere. Yeah. So we'll do that. So if you're having a shitty day, you'll get one of these non-addictive items once a week. Yeah. There you go. Stout? Is it an ale or the lager? It's literally just beer. There are mods where you can do beer brewing, like as an end-up thing, and you have different types of beer. So, you know, maybe on a future playthrough, we can discuss doing something like that. What I like about this is you can really make anything, right? So, like, I've done one where we were organ harvesters, where we just went around harvesting people's organs. Let's step it up to 2 times speed. I've done a playthrough where we were cannibals and we ate everyone. I've done a playthrough where we were a church and we were just trying to indoctrinate everyone to our religion. You can really do a lot here. And there's hospitality mods too. So we could actually do like an inn, right? We could do like, you put people up, you make them happy, you know, you sell them beer, things like that, and you brew multiple types of beer. So we're going to use our wood here, and we're going to build some nice walls. We're going to put a door in right here. That's just so that our food doesn't go bad. New lovers and an affair. So right off the bat, can we make mead? Mead is better. Again, there is a mod where you have mead. There's a mod where you have bees that give you honey. There's a lot of mods. If we want to do like a proper modded playthrough, that's totally fine with me. New lovers. Nijax tried to attract Aggie by saying good things about her fashion knowledge. Aggie became aroused and agreed to become Nijax's lover. Aww. You guys are an item. An affair. Steven wooed Albina by describing her as a heavenly wing. Albina became aroused and agreed to become Steven's lover. Steven and Albina now want Stephen, married to Anderson, has begun an affair with Albina. Anderson isn't one of ours. No. Ooh, Stephen, you a bad, bad boy. You cheating on your woman. That's not cool, Stephen. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna judge. You know, you're crash landed on a planet. Your ship went down. You may never get off this godforsaken rock. You're trying to make the best of it. You got a wife back home, but you know what? That's not your concern, is it? Because you're just trying to make a life for yourself. But wait until your wife shows up, because that's gonna be awkward. Okay. Sure. So we have 2 sets of fucking lovers. That's insane. I gotta write this down. I keep a notepad here just for this stuff. Stephen do be stepping out. That happens. So we've got, let me grab my pen. We have Stephen X Albina. Also, Stephen's not entirely to blame here, okay? Albina is a housebreaking hoe, right? She's like, oh, you're a married man? Ooh, you talking mad game as a married man? Alright, well, that's assuming that she knows he's married. There's a lot of variables here that aren't discussed, and we're not going to judge. Maybe she knows, and she stole, whatever that woman's name's man, or she stole Steven. She's like, I want Steven. Maybe she doesn't know, and Steven's just playing the field and didn't tell her. We don't know, right? There's a lot, and then the other one was Nijax X Aggie. So those are our lovers. We're going to have to give them double beds. That's why I'm writing it down. Because they want to sleep together. So when we build rooms, because we're probably going to do rooms, especially now that there's 2 sets of lovers right off the bat. If I spoke on Albina, I'd get auto-modded again. Yes, please don't get auto-modded again. Home wrecking. That's the word I was looking for. She a home wrecking hoe. We'll throw her into the not so faithful too. Well, not so faithful is down here. I really wish you could name, like, tags. You know what? You know what I can do? I can make a, zone. I can say dumping stockpile. I can clear everything out of this, so it's nothing. And then I can rename it. Not so faithful. There we go. Now, when I look at this, I'll be like, why the hell do I have a stockpile here on my steam geyser? And I'll say, not so faithful. Oh, right. That's its fucking name. That'll be a prison away from the camp. You want to build a prison. Okay, so I'm all for building a prison. I'm opposed to the prison being this far away from our base. That's a long haul to take care of our prisoners. Don't forget about naming New Faithful. I didn't know we had named it New Faithful. But, sure. Stockpile. Clear everything out. Rename New Faithful. Alright, so there's that. They're hard at work putting stuff together. Zones, build roof. Yep, this should all be roofed. We're gonna want to do structures, walls. We just want to get this all closed up. Looks like that's our straight across here, so do wooden walls here and here. You can actually deconstruct that one. Zones, build a roof. This oddly misshapen building. It's saying can't build it over a tree. That's fine. We're gonna cut the tree down. I think you mean condo. No condos. No condos. Okay, remind me what the definition of a condo is, because we might be making a condo. Is condo the one where they share walls? Like you have your own little room, and you... Nah, I mean, it's kind of more of an apartment building at that point. Is it a motel? Are we just building a cheap fucking motel, right? Like everyone has a room next to each other? I think we're building a cheap motel. This is like our central area. Oh, why do we stop? Oh, it's just that time. Oh, that's the next thing. Schedules. Alright, now I know that we had some night owls. So bio, misogynist, careful shooter. I'm gonna drag the colonists I care about to the left. because I don't want us to die. Alright, everyone to the left of me and my fabulous fucking hair. Holy shit. Look at that. Look at that amazing hair. That's a lot of hair. Anyways, yeah, it's a Super 8 motel. Yeah. It's just a separately owned units. Yeah, so the condo is the one where it's one building and you have like apartments in the building, but you own your like apartment, right? That's what a condo is. Condominium. It's like everyone has their own apartment, but you own it. I think that's what you're describing. It can be. Look, it either is or it isn't. Like, I don't. What other than what I've just described? What else falls under condo? What else is that? Like, you know what I mean? Yes, you own a unit in the whole building. Yeah, exactly. It's where you, like, you know, like any other apartment building, but you own your apartment. Like, it's yours. You own it. But you still have to, like an HOA, not just apartments. I mean, what do you mean, not just apartments? What else could it possibly be? We have 10 people. I'm gonna... Okay, let's focus on building our Super 8 motel. So... I saw bungalow condos once. What the hell is a bungalow? I thought bungalow was just like that like, you know, one room, everything's in that room, on like the oceanside kind of house. I thought that's what a bungalow was, where it's like, you know, your bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, it's all like one open thing. They were styled as bungalows. Yeah, so it's okay, but it's still essentially an apartment, right? It's just, that's one of those weird people that are like, tiny house, isn't this great? I live in a fucking coffin. Let's cancel that and make that a door too. I want many doors in and out of here. Actually, you know what? We'll do that. Ah, shit, no, that's not where I want it. I want it there. Okay, there we go. Now we have 4 doors in and out of here. Condos are part of the community too, though. Oh, yeah, no, that's like condo... But you mean community like an HOA, like a homeowners association. That's different. Right? Do they have common areas? I don't know. I thought it was like an apartment building, but you owned your apartment. I guess that kind of makes sense. But again, apartment buildings, a lot of the nicer ones do have, you know, communal areas, so... Alright, we need to focus on our Super 8 motel. So, I'm thinking off of this south one, because that's kind of central. I want this to be... So I don't know how we want to build our rooms. So if I lay out, like if we say we want a 2-wide hallway, right? This is our hallway here. And let's just make that a thing. Let's do furniture. So if we plan for everybody to have double beds, because down the road we'll all want double beds. We'll need to bring a wall down, maybe like that. We won't go too far with that. We'll just... No, fuck. Alright. So, we'll want like a double bed. Move that tight here. A dresser, an end table, right? That's like the bare minimum you need in a room. You need a bed, which we'll want a double bed because we already have 2 sets of levers. We'll want a nightstand so that it has better rest effectiveness, and we'll want a dresser because that improves it. Now that's the bare minimum, right? So a lot of times I'll do plant pots. I'll put these in here. You know, if this is the size we want, right? We'll do a lamp. Maybe we'll put a lamp like over here, and this is like our wall. How does that look? What size is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a 4 by 4. No, that's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I knew it didn't look right. That's a 5 by 5 room, right? I don't know. Maybe you would. Maybe you'd move them around like this. And then you'd build this over here. And I don't know, maybe your door is like... would you want to center the door, or would we want it offset? It's kind of weird walking in on a bed. But it's also weird having it in a corner. Maybe centered because they're 5 by 5. It'll look nicer. And that's kind of the bare minimum, right? You have a light plant so that you have a nice thing there, and then you have like a side table and a dresser with your double bed. Hello, Derps Digital. Welcome to the channel. We're playing Grimworlds, and for the follow, thank you very much. How did you find me? Are you through the community, or were you just browsing around and decided that this Grimworld is the Grimworld you wanted to see? How'd you find me, Derps? We're building a bedroom. Well. You're a team member. Well, welcome. Which team? Are you CFS? Or are you VFE? I'm part of 2 teams. We're building a room. Or this is the VFE. Awesome. I will, hit me up on Discord. We'll talk. I'll poke in. I'll see what's up with you sometime. So... I don't know if you know anything about RimWorld, but we're designing our template for our rooms. I like all of my rooms to be the same. I like unique, or non-unique. I like copy and paste the same room. So we've got like a light potted plant, side table, dresser, and a bed. That's all you really need in a bedroom. You can carpet it later when we get the tech. I'm going to put wood floors in there, or I could do marble tiling, although tiling in a room is weird. We could put a bed in there. That's something I've done in the past. Typically, colonists will like to wake up and eat. So sometimes they'll have one in their inventory, and sometimes they'll go to the kitchen. Maybe we'll just have a dining room right here, and this will be where they eat. Setting up for stream. Alright, well, thanks for stopping in, Derps. I'm not going to be too long on my stream here. I'll continue for a little bit. But when I cut, I'll poke over to you tonight. I'm going to be streaming again later tonight. But I'll definitely pop in, see what's up with you. Yeah, we could put a bed in here. We could, a little bed and chair or stool. Obviously, we'll have to put the animal bed for the wolf in Dreamer's room. And that's, we could do shelves if, like, someone had, like, our talker. A lot of times you have, like, a hat that's nice for talking and, like, good trade prices. You'll give that to a talker. You can put a shelf in their room. There's really not much that I can think of that we want to do right now. Structures, miscellaneous. Yeah. Recreation. Yeah, that's probably good for now. We can always change it later. It's not like it's a requirement. So we want 7, so they're 5 by 5, right? Because that's 7 across. That's 2 rooms. That's 3 rooms. That's... I can't build there? What is this? Mud. Gross. Alright, we'll bridge up. This is 1, 2, 3 rooms. That's our 4th room. 5... 6... 7... 8. And we don't need more than that. Right? That is 8. We have 10 colonists, but 2 of them are paired up. Or 4 of them are already paired up, right? So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9, 10 will be the doubles. So we will... we'll get all these going. And that's that. And then we'll need to do single beds for now, because we're not going to have enough resources to get double beds right off the bat for everybody. Our lovers need them. They'll throw a hissy fit if they don't have them. But not everyone needs them right off the bat. Now, we're going to say, forbid that, forbid that, forbid that. I didn't put dressers. We can put the dresser next to the single beds. That's fine. I like it at the foot of the double beds because it looks nicer, but put them like that. That one's one too long. I made an uh-oh. Did I? Yeah, that's way too wide. Was not paying attention. That's fine. Easy to fix, right? I was distracted by the geyser when I came over. So we'll do that. Yeah, all of these forbidden. All of these forbidden. Everything that's not, and we'll even start with the beds forbidden, because I want to get the walls and roofs up. So zones, build roof over this whole thing. We'll need to take this, stretch it down the length of that. Our door's up there. So that's that. And we'll want to do a door like, you know, maybe here-ish and like here-ish, and that'll give them. Yeah, that was our second geyser. That's New Faithful. We have. Where the hell is old Not So Faithful, right? Not So Faithful, and then up here by us is New Faithful. Hashtag New Faithful. We'll get that trending on Twitter real quick, right? Hashtag New Faithful. But that's the layout of our Super 8 motel. We've got 6 bedrooms straight down a line, and then we've got these this corridor with some doors out of it. This will be our common area, like our recreation room, you know, maybe our dining room. If we're building our kitchen over here, we'll get to that. We don't need a kitchen right off the bat because we have food supplies. We'll unpause. We'll let them build that. And actually, I'll even say forbid all of that. I don't want them working on the hallway just yet, because again, that's not what's important. What's important is that everything gets built around the rooms, and the rooms get built up. And there they go to work. Now we are going to quickly run out of wood, so chop wood. All of these trees, they're getting cut down. Massive deforestation. We need to clear this plot of land for our Super 8 motel. And that's that. A library. There aren't books. So, no library, unfortunately. I could do, like, a lounge. I could do, if we go into furniture, we have, like, armchairs. That requires a lot of cloth. I'm sure there are mods that add books and bookshelves, you know? We could, again, somewhere's down the road, book mod. I can drop mods in, mostly, so. Book / library. Was there something else? I feel like there was another thing earlier that I didn't write down that we had talked about. Oh, they are sleeping outside and on the ground, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double sleeping spot. 7, 8, 9, 10. Everyone go sleep in your sleeping spots. Or don't. I don't know what you guys are doing. What are you doing? Consuming a meal. Consuming a meal. Alright. Aggie and Beltran are hungry. Mead. Oh, yes, thank you. The mead. We'll look into those. We'll see if I can find a nice mod to plug in. I typically like to playtest them offline, so even if I find one tonight, I'll start up a second save and make sure the mod plays nicely. Beltran. Who the hell's not asleep right now? Did I fuck up my count? 1, 2, 3. I must have fucked up my count somewheres. Yeah, because Steven and Albina, Nijax and Aggie are supposed to have this. Aggie and Nijax. Moving in on the double bed, disrupting shit. Can you move the camera over to the left so the chat isn't on the beds? Like that. This is not, we don't want this for sleeping. This is bad. We don't want that. Once we get our Super 8 motel built, we'll do like a nice shot zoomed out of them all snuggled up and sleeping or whatever. Yeah, this colony's going great. Hypothermia. Yeah, people are cold. I also need to get a zone going. It's the cold part of the year, so that's gonna suck. Okay, so all of this is growable. So we're gonna do a small growing area. It's gonna be too cold to really grow it right now. But we'll just do like a quick plot out back, I guess, here. And this will be rice. Bad seasonal temperature, cannot grow. Yeah, so we'll just say no sowing. They'll clear out the wood that's in there. We'll set this to ignore roof for right now so that they stop focusing on that. We'll actually forbid everything just because I want them to get some other stuff done. There's hauling and there's stuff and there's eating and there's a bunch of other stuff. Recreation, need rec. Okay, so now we go to recreation. We have a horseshoe pin. Talk about Old Faithful. Good old horseshoe pin. And then we have a chess table. We can dunk that in here. Furniture. Get a nice chair for it. And that'll be that. We'll do all those. I really meant forbid all. Oh, because he already started. That's fine. He can finish it. Or I can. That's me. No, I really meant finish, like, later. Like, I don't want you guys doing that right now. Yeah, repairing stuff, recreating, that's fine. Minor break rests. Alpha, Albina, Patricia. Collins needs treatment. For the hypothermia. Hunter lacks ranged weapon. Well, I don't know why they're not picking up their guns. As they haul them, we'll get around to that. I failed constructing. That's fine. My construction is shit, so I will, we'll get there. Oh no, frostbite! Aggie, your toes are frostbitten. Okay, so I need to do a zone. New area. Area 1. We're going to grab all this. And we're going to name that just a second here. Stay close. We're going to schedule everyone to stay close. And then I'll also go over to where we landed. I don't know why when I said unforbid everything. Oh, because I guess some stuff hadn't landed. Zone. Expand stay close. We'll expand it to cover this for right now. Because we need all of our shit. There's no getting around that. We need our stuff. We gotta get our stuff hauled over back at home. But by adding in this area, and I can even restrict it even more, by adding in this area, we will keep people from leaving too far from home, because it's fucking cold out. Right, so now, short of commuting out to the other area to haul the stuff that we need to haul in, they won't leave. They won't go outside, except for this painted in area. And I'm even gonna remove all of this from it too. We really don't need them doing any of that. That's fine. Don't need any of this. Don't need any of this. They can do that. That's fine. Then they can wander around the rooms and stuff. And to that and to that. And they can go all the way down to here and get some shit that we need. And actually, maybe I'll even do hauling up to priority 1. So not anyone that doesn't have a 1 priority to the left of hauling will haul. Because we need to get the hauling done. That's gotta happen. We're gonna run out of food soon. Yeah, we have 10 meals left, so they'll all have 1 more meal. So wildlife. Gonna queue up some of the little guys to get eaten. Actually, no, that's a bad idea. So, animals won't hunt things bigger than them. So these muffalo, the wolf will never eat them. So I want to hunt them, I want to hunt the cougar, and I want to hunt the lynx. So now, the only predator that's on the map will be our Arctic wolf we're going to tame later. And the animals that are bigger than it, that it won't go after, will be hunted as well. Leaving only the wolf, the sleigh, the wolf and the sloth, and then tuning out. Okay. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out in the chat there, Dreamer. We can catch you up later. I'm gonna be ending soon. I don't know when. 5-ish is like my about end time. But this is going really well. It's the start of a colony, and it's nice. We got 3 viewers, which is a lot for me. Oh, you meant the hunter. I thought you meant you were leaving me. Yeah, the hunter's going to work as soon as you get a gun. You see our little pop-up here, hunter lacks ranged weapon. Yeah, so we start with 10 SMGs and 10 knives, or 7 knives. The idea behind this is that, who's got a major break risk? Patricia and Albina. What's your deal, Patricia? You're ravenously hungry. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to Dreamer. You are going to equip your gun. And then You're going to be unrestricted. Now, do I have another hunter? Not really. Me. Okay, we're gonna be hunting together. You and I will be unrestricted. We're gonna be hunting together. So we're gonna go down, we're gonna grab our guns, and we're gonna hunt. We actually have a shit ton of food down here that we just didn't get around to hauling, so it's not that big of a deal. It just needs to be done. These people are hungry. Also, there's that auto home zone. And I hate auto home zone. They'll clean the home zone. Anytime you build or claim anything, it will, So here you are hunting buffalo. You're a bad shot, but that's fine. This is how we get you as a better shot. You've given up. It's gonna bleed to death. You've given up because you're hungry. You're gonna go eat. You're like, you know what? Fuck this, this buffalo. We're good. Oh, look at that. The cougar killed the turkey for us. Thanks, cougar. I'm building and repairing. I'm going to tell myself to prioritize hunting that so it stops hunting shit. We don't want the predators on the map, really. Excellent. Good shooting. I like how he's standing at the maximum fucking range, too. I mean, I'm getting some good hits in, but I'm missing so much. Part of it is that's an automatic weapon and you're at long range. Insulting spree. Stick. Stick, why are you being a jerk? Stick has fixated his rage on Dreamer. He will follow Dreamer around, hurling insults. This happened because of a poor mood. The final straw was rebuffed by Aggie. Oh, shit! Stick is over here trying to get between Aggie and Nijax, and Aggie's like, I don't know what kind of gal you take me for, Stick, but back off. And then he's like, yeah, you're a bitch, so I'm gonna go and insult Dreamer because you wouldn't sleep with me. I've got a gun. You do have a gun, and the dangerous part is if he insults you enough, you will snap. Stick had better be careful, because if he hunts, one of the nice things is Stick is stuck at home, and you're unrestricted. So, but he's gonna leave his zone because he's on a break. So he's gonna follow you around while you go hunting. And as you can see, insulted times 2, you're gonna get progressively more and more pissed off as he stands there and insults you. He's just gonna be like, "Oh, you're such a bitch. Aggie wouldn't sleep with me." It doesn't make sense, does it? Right? This is getting out of hand, right? We've got, you know, someone who's cheating, and then someone who wants to cheat, and then you're like, nah, that ain't me, and then he's like, alright, I'm gonna go insult this other person that has nothing to do with us. That's some fucked shit, is what it is. That's messed. It's just wrong. Alright, let's get us some production. We're gonna do a butcher's table. I guess Stick wants to get shot. I think Stick does want to get shot. He's going around following our hunter, yelling at her because the other female wouldn't sleep with him and cheat on her lover. He's trying to get shot. And you know what? If he does get shot at, I'm not gonna stop him. Why is Albina down? She has extreme hypothermia. Okay, so this is where we go into temperature. We build a campfire in here. Who's my crafter? Number 1 constructor, Nijax. Go build this shit. And we'll light a fire in here. We'll do it that way. There we go. And now her hypothermia should fall off. Yep, no longer incapable of walking. She's no longer hypothermic. And as people get done with stuff and they come in here and sleep, Link's Revenge. Link's, so this is what happens sometimes. There's that 10%. So Dreamer here, you're fucking this Lynx up. Right? You hit it. I'm actually gonna get myself up there as well. You're missing, so we're gonna have you run. You and I are gonna regroup far, far away from the lynx, and that lynx might actually try and attack Randall if he gets too close. But yeah, we're gonna regroup somewheres, and the lynx will get shot by us. Oh no! No, don't fuck with Randall! Come on, guys. There you go. Okay, easy. They will shoot a friendly if they're not careful. This is exciting! You're out here shooting the lynx, and then it wanted revenge. So who's my talker? Because we've got Randall here, and Randall looks like he wants to trade. My warden is my talker. So Beltran. Everyone's hauling. That's good. Where do we want to build our kitchen and freezer? Do we want to leave this as a freezer, or do we want to move it closer? If I build like the dining room here, okay, let's do planning tool. So this is another tool that we have, the planning tool. Actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna do blueprints because we're gonna build it, right? So structures, wood. If this is our rec room, this will be our dining room. So we'll have the rec room exit into the dining room. How do we want to build this? So furniture. There's 10 of us. You can fit 6 around the 1x2 table. You can fit 8 around the 2x2. And the 2x4, you're gonna fit everybody around it, right? Because that's 4, 8, 10, 12. So if we do a 2x4 table, a nice little long haul table here, we'll fit everybody in the dining room nicely. Furniture. I didn't have to close it because I had it open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. We have some extra tables. When guests come in, they'll want to use your table and eat and stuff. Give a cancel tool. Okay, so that'll be... Is that a little... It's a little large, doesn't it? There we go. Nice little shift down. And then... reinstall that out there. Yeah, and then that'll be a door. We'll probably do that instead. Build that. We are actually going to want to build this quickly, though. Actually, you know what? Square it out. I know, squares are boring, but I am a boring person. Forbid. Nah, I won't forbid anything. We'll do that. Zones. Build roof. We'll wait to build the roof. Because honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what order they build it in or when it gets to the roof. 100 lacks ranged weapon. That'll happen when they haul their shit. Days, Dreamer. Rounding in a psychotic state. This happened because of your poor mood. The final straw was insulted. Yep. So exactly as I said, you got insulted too much. He pushed you to the brink. He said something, and it was the final straw. You lost your shit, and now you're just out here down by all the shit that needs to get hauled. You know, the turrets and the knives and the guns and the armor. That's a good place to have someone pissed off wandering around by all of the things that they could use to kill you. Stick really didn't think that one through. You're also upset because of the awful barracks. This will not end well. We have an awful barracks. We're getting rid of that because of the rooms. Hungry. You're standing next to the food, so it's your own fault. We're also hunting to keep up on the food. You're drowsy. That's just because you're tired, because you're out on a break. Unsightly environment. Again, you're out on a break. Slept on the ground. You're out on a break. Disturbed sleep. That's because you're in a barracks. We'll get rid of that. Ate without a table. We're fixing that. So we are actively fixing everything that caused you to break, except for the insults. And that's because Stick was trying to get Aggie to cheat, and she wouldn't. And I can't fix that. So. Oh, yes, we were supposed to have Beltran, trade with... Oh, no, she's not getting up in time. Okay, wake up. I was gonna say, like, when you wake up, go trade with him, but she's not gonna in time, so... what does he have? He has packaged survival meals and medicine. No, we don't need any of that. We have more than enough food, and we're hunting for it. When the weather breaks, we'll be planting. It's fine. Sorry to wake you up, Beltran. And then he's leaving. Yep. Guess from Marini. Oh, look at that. He was like, you know what? You guys, you are nice. You talk to me. You have a really pathetic base. Here is some, here's some medicine. We'll put that in the stay close zone so we can haul it. Yeah, that's, don't always be like this, but sometimes it do, you know. We've got, whole bunch of stuff that we need to get hauled in here, folks, so if we could get off our asses and do it, that'd be great. I'm just clearing some of this up because they will wander around in here when they have, like, idle animations or whatever. And we don't want them idling out here. Because it's fucking cold. That's fine. It's boring. Okay. Yep. More of them sleeping. So, yeah. Does anyone have any questions on RimWorld? A couple of you guys said you didn't really know much about RimWorld. Dreamer, I know you've been watching all of my RimWorlds on YouTube, so you know pretty much how the game works by now. Minor break risk, Albina. Can we break that? Ugly environment, serious pain, awful barracks, ravenously hungry. You'll eat. Holy shit, that's a lot of frost. She lost her nose, 2 toes, and 2 fingers to frostbite before I got that campfire up. Holy shit, how's everyone else doing? Malnutrition, but that's because you're on a break. Is she? Please tell me she's not. Okay, she's not a body purist. So we'll give her some prosthetics. Fix her right up. Xena. Uh-oh, we've got frostbite, but it's been treated and you're in the heat, so you should be fine. Okay, so I should have lit a fire sooner. That's on me. This is a game that requires a lot, and I'm one person. So, you know, if you guys think, hey, should this be done? Probably, right? If people are cold, right, light a fire. That seems really obvious, but I'm over here thinking about building their rooms and the freezer, and I need to get, you know, food production and, you know, who does what job. And the last thing I thought about was building a campfire for them to be warm, right? Sure, what are your basic necessities? Shelter? Pfft, I gave you a wall. It's not my fault it's a cold one. That's the wrong attitude. But whatever. It's honestly like, fuck them. Yeah. I'm gonna tell myself to work on that and, like, some chairs first. Because... Oh, this isn't in stay close, that's why they're not getting cut. And that's why only we're doing stuff here. With the fire, I think we're good to, I'm on a sad wander. Why? Okay. I've broken down and was wandering around in sadness. This happened because of poor mood. The final show was awful barracks. So I was like, fuck all these people, you know? I'm like, I had low expectations from the start. You know, it's a new colony. I'm optimistic. It's a big inside, but you keep waking me up, and I don't have a table. I want bionics. I want cybernetics. I don't know why I'm stuck in this mortal coil. You know, it's fucking cold. I'm sleeping on the ground. It's ugly as shit. I have to deal with you people. Oh, fuck me. Nighttime in the daytime. That's what I fucked up. That's what the break's because of. Okay. Before we continue on, I need to, fix that now. So I didn't do schedules. That's one of the things I got sidetracked on. Undergrounder, Nimble, Hard Worker, Slowpoke, K, Teetotaler, Sanguine. Okay, Stick is a night owl. I'm a night owl. Okay, so real quick. Schedule, sleep, Stick, and me. That's just so I remember when I set this up. So everyone works 9 to 5. There's the Dolly Parton reference here, but I will bless your ears by not doing it. And then you start your day with a recreation. After work, you can do whatever you want. You have 2 hours mandated recreation. That's my standard template for pretty much everybody. It's going to have to be edited for the night owls, but that's fine. So, night owls, and I always forget this. I think it's like 11 to 7 is when they want to sleep. If he's awake from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. So work 11 to 6. Yeah. So we want to work when everyone else is sleeping. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it offsets. And then the other half, I'll put in the 8th hour in a second. Doesn't get a mood penalty for being in the dark. Wants to be asleep from 11 to 6. That does sound kind of nice, doesn't it? So, back to schedules. Sleeping. Just open these up for anything real quick. So we can get the actual sleep from 11 to 6. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, if we do that and we do work there, what does that give us? 2, 3. I could. That gives them rec at the same time, 2 times a day. I can go either direction with the sleep. That doesn't add up, does it? Oh no, this is... Something's wrong here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what's not adding up? Oh, I just have them like that. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, we've just transposed when we work and when we sleep. While everyone else is working, Stick and I will be asleep. When everyone else is sleeping, Stick and I will get up and we'll do our work. And then our break times are all perfectly overlapped. Which means... I don't need this big of a table. I'll leave it. Oh, shit, that's right, the mad squirrel. So... I'm the only people with guns right now are No, Albina, equip that. Patricia, equip that. Then everyone else can just run inside and hide, I guess. Is anyone down by the guns right now? Oh! She just shoot him? No, no, okay. Okay, it's time for you to run. Oh shit! He went inside. Okay. Oh, or Nijax could just punch it to death, huh? Oh, no, it was a shot. Okay, Patricia was like, nope, I've had about enough of this squirrel shit. And shot its head clean off. That's fine. She's like, I got frostbite. I'm in danger of losing my fucking toe. A couple fingers. I'm not in a good mood. I'm not happy I woke up. Yeah. Don't always be that way, but sometimes it do. Alright, so that's our, we're doing this because that's the living room. Then off of, or the dining room. So this is the bedrooms, the living room, the dining room, and then this will be the kitchen and the freezer, right? Nice, everything flows perfectly. So how do we want to set up our kitchen? Aggie, do you have any opinions on this? Because we have an electric and a field stove. We have to start off with a field stove. What is this? Ah, shit. The terrain doesn't support medium. Okay, so we have to actually move that around. That's not gonna work, is it? Yeah, because we can't physically build the stove here because the ground won't. It's too heavy. It's like sand or whatever. Marshy soil. Yeah, the stove will fall into the marsh. Okay, so from here we can build it. So I guess we'll just do it the other way. We'll put this here. Or no. We want that facing the other way. Yeah, so we've got a stove, we've got the butchering table, and then how do we feel about nutrient paste? This is a big culinary decision. How do we feel about the nutrient paste meals? So nutrient paste is the bare minimum of edible, but it goes a lot farther than any other meal type. It's literally, it's a raw paste of just pure nutrient value. But it sucks to eat. No one's going to want to eat it. I almost feel like we have enough, but then again, you never have enough, right? If we grow enough, raw paste, yum. Yeah, exactly, it's paste. I guess that means no, don't build the nutritional paste dispensary. So we've got a stove and a butcher's table, and a butcher's table can benefit from tool cabinets. That's really it. You're gonna need a light in there. Do you want a potted plant? Make it look a little prettier. It's not, I mean, it's a kitchen. It's not like hygienic, but the cook's gonna spend a lot of time there. We don't want the cook getting bummed out because they spent all their time in the kitchen. So another thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna make our freezer here. Yeah. This will be our freezer. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're going to put this here. Misclicked. Oh no, because I think the stove has to. Yeah, it's like some herbs, exactly. You have like some fresh herbs growing there. Structure. No, it was furniture. No, production. Production. I haven't played in a while. Forgive me. Yeah, part of why it was down there is because it can't. It's marshy soil. I could do like that. That would be fine. And then our freezer's down here. So I'm kind of on the fence. I need to put coolers in, and they're gonna dump heat like crazy. So I need the coolers to be facing outside. Actually, it's gonna be cold all year round. Maybe I can just dump the heat. Ooh, that's what I'll do. Yep, I've decided it. We're gonna use our coolers to heat the base. That's what we're gonna do. Let's go into the kitchen. So our butcher's table can be down here. It doesn't need to be a terribly large kitchen. Build copy here, and actually, you know what we can do? Right, and then the cabinets are there like that, behind it. Boom, and that's our kitchen. Then we can move this over to here, and then move our light there. Then we've got some chairs for them to sit at because they're going to be there chopping meat and cooking. If they want to take a break, sit down for a second, they can. It's really all you need in a kitchen. Even that's not necessary per se. We can put this like over here even. Give them both nicely lit workspaces. Is that too big of a kitchen? Seems like a lot of space. Nah, fuck it. I mean, it doesn't need to be like a micro kitchen. And then this will be our stockpile for our frozen stuff. So temperature. We'll want a cooler. I might not even need a cooler actually, because our temperature is not going to get very high up. It's only going to get like 22, so I don't even need a cooler. I just need this here, insulated off from the rest of the base. Well, let me forbid all of this. I don't want to build any of this yet. So we'll build all that up. We'll that's a weird build, having a freezer in there like that, but I guess it works. Oh, you know what we could do? We could have a dual freezer setup. That's what we can do. We can do a freezer like that. And so this will be like our bodies that need to be chopped up or whatever. So we're gonna reorganize this actually. We're gonna move this. Okay, radical redesign, I know, but just bear with me here. I think this is going to be a lot nicer when we're done with it. So it's going to be a fueled stove. Here. And then a butcher's table next to it. So you'll butcher and you'll cook, right? And then we'll have, this thing wants tool cabinets. We'll put them here and here on either side of the person sitting here. And then we'll do our light. And potted plant. Do that. And then that. All this can be redesigned, right? It's now... No, I guess it's all pretty much the same idea, isn't it? We'll want a door there. It'll just be like that. I guess it doesn't hurt to have a door here to get into the freezer from outside. And then we'll put in a door like here or something. Nah, we want the door as close to where we're going to be walking as possible. So then the idea here is that we'll have our hunters will bring in our freshly killed game into here. This is where all of the bodies will go before they're butchered up. The butcher will bring them right in through here, butcher up nice and tight, and then it'll get put probably back in there. And then the cook will take the meat and bring it over here, cook it, drop the meals here. Right? This will be like a refrigeration area. And then cut down on travel times. We'll put a door into the refrigerator here. No, there's nicer. How does that look? Right? So our colonists are all asleep. They wake up. The first thing they do is they rush over here, right? They step into the fridge, pick up their food, they sit down and they eat it. Okay, they got some time to kill. Maybe the cook wants to get started early on the day. The butchers want to get started early on the day. Maybe they want to do some recreation over here, right? Our fridge, our cook, our meal prep area, our butchery for all of the things before they're butchered. This needs a door. Oh, I can't put a door here until this is moved. That's still good? That's still good. And then, all of the recreational stuff is in here. Now, the only other stuff we're going to need... we can unpause it for... Well, let me just... forbid, half this stuff. So they don't touch this yet. The only other stuff that we're going to really need is, a workshop and, a dedicated storage. So, probably, honestly, over here, off this hallway, we'll have, a workshop here. Off the rec room, off the dining room, off the hallway. And this will be, stone cutters and smelters, our tailor, right, to make clothing and stuff. And they'll tailor here. And then our storage will be, I don't know, maybe we'll have an off-site storage. Maybe this will become... storage, or maybe we'll do storage down here behind the bedrooms. I don't know. Now, you want storage by where you're going to be using it. We'll figure that out as we go. We might not even use this for that stuff. It's nice to have a courtyard for the horseshoe pins and there's telescopes and stuff like that. So hunter lacks ranged weapon. Need defenses, low food, low medicine. I mean, they're going to haul the food in. It's not an issue. See, they pathed weird for no reason. They didn't need to path like that, but they chose to. That's fine. Right. Table's made, and then we'll be putting up chairs soon, so people will maybe buy the food. What, you think put storage by the food? Like, just make this like a square compound? Oh! And we're at the point where we can name it. So, since it looks like you'll be staying here a while, Aggie thinks you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? Aggie also thinks you should give this settlement a name. What should the local settlement be called? So we've already decided that this is, of course, this land. I think, actually, I don't know who made the joke. I think that was Aggie in the... It might have been true. Let me scroll up. This land. We shall call it this land. I shall call it your grave. Nope, no idea. It's gone. It's lost to the scroll. If anyone remembers. Oh, it was you. Okay, it was Dreamer. So, it's this land. What are we calling our faction, our group of people here? Right? So, I don't know. What do we want to call it? Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Yeah, with the dinos. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, go watch Firefly. It's amazing, and I don't know how you've lived your life without seeing it yet. We're referencing the show. It got its own movie after they canceled it, so that's pretty good. What do we want to call Firefly is the show. Yes, are you suggesting we name ourselves Firefly? What's our faction called? Our settlement is called This Land. What are we calling ourselves, though, right? I mean, the idea is that we're colonial marines. So, Aggie, you know way more about the lore for Firefly than I ever will. What do they call, like, the feds there? The government, right? Like the United Earth people. What do they call their peacekeeping forces? Or the government itself? Because I don't know enough about Firefly. I love Firefly, but I've only seen it 2 or 3 times, and I know you've watched it more than that, and you got super into like reading up on the lore and like all the Chinese stuff and the stuff in the comics. What do they call? Because that's what we should call ourselves, right? Something based off of what they call their peacekeepers. Because I know like the rebels were the browncoats, but I don't know what they call the peacekeepers for Firefly. I don't know what the military or the police is called. Dreamer, if you remember, please let me know, because I'm drawing a blank. I can picture them. They look cool. Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know either. I don't know. I guess if we can't figure out what they called them, yeah, brown coats, because that was Mouse. I know they. I don't think they said it in the show. They referred to the government in the show. I was wondering, because you know a lot more of the lore. I know you know more of the lore. So I was wondering if in your knowledge of the lore, they called the peacekeepers a certain thing, the military or the police. I don't know. Well, I mean, we called the Start Colonial Marines, so we'll call it Marine Base 1. Very generic name. And it's at this land. No, wait. That doesn't work because this is what we're called. They'll call us this. We are the Alliance. If we can't come up with the name of the specific peacekeepers, the Alliance works fine. We are the Alliance, and we live in this land. I know the Alliance was the government's name. I was wondering, like, you know, New York Police Department are the cops, right? And we have like the United States Army. I was wondering if they had a name for the for the peacekeepers, for the military, right? Because they have like a navy, they have to have law enforcement. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We're the Alliance. We're at this land. Oh boy. And I think we're at a good stopping point. I don't know. Let's take a look and see if there's anyone raidable online. Badger's raidable. Badger's online and doing Dragon Age. So I think we're going to call it here because this is a good start to the colony. And I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. I'd like to, cargo pods. Haha! The agave fruit! Looks like we'll be having agave. Oh, who built the snowman? I saw that earlier. Does it tell me who it's constructed by? It's only 90% complete. A large set of snowballs piled and shaped to resemble a person. People make these for the fun of it. Yeah, no one finished it. They almost finished their snowman. It remains unfinished. We won't deconstruct it until the room's built. We'll leave it for now. Yeah, but so we're gonna leave it here. We'll wait till nightfall. We'll wait until everyone's back, safe and asleep. And given that we're in fire and stuff now, everyone can go to restricted. And I will expand stay close. Because the idea of stay close isn't like hug the base. It's like don't go too far. And I can always change this as needed. But this way we have some good overlap here. And we will... we don't need this since they're all unrestricted now. Yeah, so we'll wait until night falls, and then we'll call it here, and we'll give a raid. Oh, we raided here yesterday. Is everyone from the team live? I know we had some team peeps in here before. What do we got? What are we playing? Just chatting. That is not just chatting. We're playing a game. What are you doing? Also just chatting. But you're actually chatting. Playing a game. We'll toss you over to the member who's playing a game, but it says just chatting even though he's not just chatting. We'll let him know. Half Hollow. Interesting name. So, yeah. 3 times speed, come on. It's getting late. 8 o'clock at night. You all want to go to bed. You don't want to all play horseshoes together. Oh, that's done? We can, schedule that to not be forbidden anymore. And that to not be forbidden anymore. Wait until everyone that's not night owl to be asleep. That's an important caveat. Everyone that's not a night owl is asleep. Yeah. And we'll call it there, and we'll save for the night, and we will catch this again next week. And there's only a few because Stick and I are the overnighters, and that's it. So it's just Stick and I overnight. Mando and the Night Owls, yes, absolutely. Only we're not all female, we're all male. These Night Owls are both men. It'd be interesting to do a Night Owl playthrough, like have a whole bunch of people that are all night owls. We sleep during the day. It would make raids interesting because you'd have most raids come during the day. You'd have an inherent debuff there. Some raids come at night. It would also be like in a hotter climate. It would be almost ideal because you'd be working at night, sleeping during the day. You could just super cool your barracks. That's an interesting idea. But an interesting idea for another time, perhaps. Because that's all we've got. I'm a little past schedule on when I was supposed to end, but we're having fun, so that's really all that matters. We're gonna save here. We're going to save the Alliance. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We had a great time in the chat. Maybe a couple people after you guys, and we're gonna see how long I can keep this colony alive. The last colony dipped really quickly, but that was because they overheated and they starved to death. We're not going to do that this time. I undercut myself on meals, and that is a mistake that I didn't make this time. I gave myself proper amount of food. It's really fucking cold, and it's just occurring to me now that we're not going to ever get a reasonable growing temperature. So I think I need research in hydroponics at the start of the next episode. I think we need a research room, and we need to get hydroponics researched ASAP. But other than that, thank you guys for hanging out. We're gonna raid someone from my team. I haven't met him; he's new to me. But that's sort of the point of the team. I think that the point is sort of to get to know each other a little better, and to help each other grow and support each other. So we're gonna do that. We're going to give him a raid, and we're going to say hi to him. So behave yourselves over there. Remember that you are representing me in his chat. And again, I just can't thank you guys enough for hanging out. It's been fun. It's been a good one. We're going to be maybe live later tonight with some Planet Side 2 because a buddy wanted to play. Maybe not if he bails on me. And I will be back then on Friday for our Friday Night Magic. So I will see you guys the next time I'm live, whether that's tonight or tomorrow. Awkward waiting for the raid silence. Alright. Thank you guys, seriously. Have a great night.